Welcome to another edition of Kosher Caffeine, turbocharging your soul, as always, right now and right here. We're going to present to you today our finale on the secret of making it wealthy. And I'd like to ask you a question for you to consider. How come all the billionaires that there are in the world, they can't even guarantee their own apprentices any kind of wealth close to what they have amassed over their lifetime? How come the gurus who pitch to you the secret, they will never guarantee to you in writing that you will be able to reach your goals? The honest truth is, nobody can guarantee you anything, because the ethics of our fathers have already told us that the outcome is not within reach of any human being. It's like a lottery. A lottery, you need to buy a ticket, and maybe the more tickets you buy, the better chances you have. But nobody can ever guarantee the outcome to a lottery, because it's the luck of the draw. And there is no real science, even though many people would pitch to you that there is a science to winning the lottery. We all know it's chance. And the same thing is also in regards to money, to income, and to many things in our life, except for the choice of doing good and bad. When it comes to income and when it comes to wealth, our sages tell us in Chochmah ve'in Tfuna l'fnei Hashem, there is no wisdom, there is no understanding before God. It's not a matter of being smart. Loi l'chachomim lechem. Having food, having wealth is not a matter of being smart. A lot of people who are smart and don't really ever make it to being a billionaire or even a millionaire. Well, people will say because they weren't business smart. Or people will say they haven't worked hard enough. Or you work hard enough, you have to be smart enough. If there was any real science, many people would take the guaranteed path of finding wealth. However, as I just said a moment ago, there is no real science that brings a person to wealth, because before a person was even created, God decided whether he will be rich or he will be poor. Before the year even starts, God has already decided how much income a person will make. Not one penny more than what God decided can a person make. We work and we put an effort to making money only because God commanded us in the Torah for us to work and make an effort. So we plant the seed, we make our best effort at fulfilling God's commandment, and then we rely on the rest that God will come through, since we did our share in this partnership that God has placed us here in this world to accomplish. When we take this kind of an attitude, ladies and gentlemen, it's a much healthier attitude. We're not considering ourselves to be more than we're able to reach. We are not God, we are human beings. We don't place on ourselves a burden that is impossible to accomplish. A person who makes too hard of an effort to raise money and to make an income of billions and millions of dollars is similar to a person who puts on clothing that are way too big for himself. In the end, he trips over them. He has big clothing, but then they are standing in his way to moving on. Sometimes making a lot of money and putting an entire effort to making billions and millions can get in the way of happy relationships or of other important elements to finding a happy, healthy, and blessed life. And therefore, in today's finale to the secret of making money and of finding blessings is to realize that you and me are only a partner with God in the grand scheme of things. We try to plug ourselves in to what we are obligated and expected by God to accomplish here in this world. We make every effort to do the best we can, and we take an attitude of optimism and of joy, knowing that that too is a commandment in expressing and in exercising our choices here in this world. And then when we couple all of that together, this becomes a recipe for true success. When we do our commandments and we do them with joy, and we have tremendous trust and faith in the one who we are doing this commandment for, then we are guaranteed to see the greatest secret come through, and that is a life filled with health and blessings and nachas. So the secret of the Torah to success is the following. Of course we have to be optimistic. Of course we have to do everything with joy. Of course we have to make an effort, because all of that is what God commanded us to do in order to plant the seed in the ground and to see growth, to see returns. But we don't make an effort knowing that it is our effort that brings the results. We make that effort with the complete faith and trust that God will give us the returns that are necessary for us. Not too much that we will trip over, not too little that will be lacking, just enough to fit in with the rest of the pie of life that brings a wholesome success of blessings and of happiness to us and our family.